Hey kids, this is James, the non-professional, back with another episode of Draw, Draw, Draw. And today we're doing Garfield's best friend, Odie. Now, Odie is a real simple character to draw. So we're in roughs, break out those blue lines. Let's create some simple shapes. His snout is primarily a big oval. His nose is a big oval. He's got these little circles for cheeks. There's a lot of skin folds in Odie here. So every time you have a circle or an oval meet another circle or oval, you're going to get like this little sort of skin fold, and it's signature throughout his whole entire form. So just bear that in mind as you're drawing him. Odie in the cartoon is the more lovable character in the show. You know, he's loyal, and he's, you know, not selfish, and he's just very excitable, and he goes along with anything that Garfield wants to do. He is for the stereotype, a good dog, a typical dog. Garfield, on the other hand, is the antithesis of Odie. Well, Odie is the antithesis of Garfield, Garfield being the main character. Anyways, Garfield is selfish, uses people, has very little regard for other people's sensitivities, especially his owner. Anyways, I guess he's a cat, you know. In other words, he's just like a cat would be, you know. And their adventures together are great. It's funny. They're funny together. I like the dichotomy of the two. Odie's a very necessary part of Garfield's humor. So anyways, we're in lines. Let's tighten up these lines, and let's make these details a little bit more definitive. And guys, it's a really simple drawing. The video's actually had to slow down the video because I drew it so fast. But if you notice, like I said earlier, we have those skin folds. You see where his snout meets his cheeks? You got a little bit of a skin fold there. Where his legs meet his body, you'll see skin folds there. Where his feet meet his legs, you got a skin fold there. You got a skin fold on the ears. There's just a lot of skin folds. There's skin fold on his back, right before his backside is drawn in, you know. So just bear that in mind. That's something that's, you know, prominent throughout his whole, or prevalent throughout his whole drawing of Odie here. So his eyes, kind of a weird thing with his eyes. They're kind of like two squish balls just sort of smashed together, you know, two, I don't know, one of those little squish balls that you use to, you know, relieve stress. You put those little, it's kind of like a foamy, mushy sort of ball that you put in your hand. So imagine, you know, you got two of those and you just sort of smash them together. And that's the makeup of his eyes. If you ever watch the show, everybody's eyes are like that, you know. You know, John's eyes, the owner, you know, Garfield's eyes, Odie's eyes, they're all like that. As a matter of fact, every character on the show you see, they have those weird sort of smashed together eyes, whatever. And then really, really minute, really tiny eyeballs. So just bear that in mind as you're drawing Odie here. So I switched up the tool that I use to ink because I noticed that with when I'm looking at professional drawings of cartoons, they don't have this sort of taper off ends with regards to their lines. It's almost as if they're using like a flat marker as opposed to a fountain pen, which is what I usually use. I use fountain pens when I'm drawing comic books because you need those pointed lines, those tapered off lines in order to do your hatching, in order to make the hatching look good. And I guess cartoons are just a different story. Cartoons generally have thicker black lines, and they don't have those sort of tapered ends. You know, sometimes you will, but the majority of the time you don't, at least for older cartoons. And Garfield has been around for a long, long time. I mean, even before I was born, Garfield was around. I used to watch Garfield, you know, when I was a kid. I'm 42 years old, and so at the very least, 42 years ago, before Garfield was invented, is at least 42 years old, at the very least. So he's been around for a while. So anyways, we're in some colors here. We just finished up inks. And guys, it's flat colors. It's really easy. You know, he's a very light yellow color, and then you're gonna get and I put in a sort of off-white, I guess, for his eyes, just so there's some contrast with the background there. Brown ears, you know, pink tongue, and that's the total makeup, or the total color makeup of Odie. They're very simple. They are coming up with if they haven't already, they're coming out with a sort of CG animated movie of Garfield. I think they already came out with it, and you know, they did a good job keeping to the traditional look of these characters, because you know, they're very interesting looking cartoons, very unique looking, very, you know, bubbly and plush. So it's pretty cool. I like them, you know. All right, we're gonna wrap up the details on his ears here, make it a sort of light brown, and then we're gonna delve in with some, I don't know, sort of pinkish reddish tongue there. And that should just about do it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Always remember your 3 P's: persistence, patience, perseverance. That is how you grow. Hey guys, if you like my content, please like or comment below. And if you want regular updates, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.